the front part of your hip bone and just a little bit in from there. Good, Steve. Now think about lifting your balls up toward your belly without tipping your pelvis. That's a different activity. Lift up and release. Lift up and release. So feel like you're lifting your perineum up towards your head and then release and relax. Lift your perineum. What's your perineum? It's where your shorts bunch up. That's thanks to Andy. Lift up and release. Lift up your perineum and release. Now keep doing that. Notice when you draw your knees together, squeeze your inner thighs together.
It's much more intense.
It's more intense. When you lift your pelvic floor and release, it's kind of a cruel joke. Your pelvic floor is stronger with your legs together. Yeah, nature's funny. Lift and release. Good. Keep lifting and releasing. Almost think about, keep going, lift and release. Think about your pelvic bowl, the bones of your pelvis being a napkin ring. And you pull your anus, your balls, the base of your penis, all that flesh that's in between your sitting bones and in your pelvic bowl. Pull all of those things up toward your lungs and then release. Good, now separate your legs because you should know how to do it both ways. Lift your pelvic floor, your perineum, draw your sitting bones together and release. Draw your sitting bones together and release. Think about crushing your prostate with your muscles and release. Now draw your pubic bones or the space just below your undershorts waistband. Draw that space back through your legs toward your tailbone and release. Draw front to back and release without moving your bones, without tipping your hips. Front to back and release. Can you bring your right sitting bone over to your left fingertips? So work on the diagonal. Lift across and release.
I'm bringing my right testicle this way.
Yeah, bring your right testicle up to your fingernail.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Draw your right testicle across your body and up towards your fingertips that are on your waist. Now left to right and release. Left to right. Without moving your legs, keep this all very internal. Deeper lift and release. Now can you go right to left? Now left to right. Right to left and left to right. Can you do 5 pulses fast, left to right, without moving your hip bones? They can see it when you move your hip bones. Now the opposite way. Lift 5 times quickly. And release. Good. Now, Steve, tuck your pelvis, tuck your tailbone between your legs. You can put your feet out a little bit. Tuck your hips and roll up into a bridge. Push into your feet. Roll up. Good. Now pull your rib cage down into your body. Think about your belly button coming down toward your the base of your penis. And release. So now you're really working into your core. Your core work and your pelvic floor work should be one and the same. They should be integrated. They're all part of your spine stability, of your... Anyway, I want the muscles underneath it. It's a really good time to pay deeper attention to the muscles.
So this immobilizes the testicles right now.
Immobilizes they're just resting. You'll get them back later. Draw your sits bones toward each other. You still feel that, yes?
Correct.
Okay. And he also said you can still feel your right sits bone draw to your left fingertips. So you can still feel that diagonal sensation.
It is a little more difficult because we have to also tighten our buttocks to be able to be in this bridge position. So it's hard since it's already tight to move the muscle.
Well, your pelvic floor shouldn't be too much about your glute muscles anyway. So just let your glute muscles hold your hips up and think about what's in front of that. What's more forward here?
Okay?
You have strong legs and strong glutes. You are a marathoner. You have that available to you. If you don't have an inversion available to you, you can prop your hips up on a block or on a blanket or a towels
Okay.
or something else. Do you want a prop?
I'm fine.
Okay, lift your hips up. Do the diagonals, left to right. Right sits bone to left fingertips. Left sits bone to right fingertips. Good. Now draw up through your perineum. The perineum is at the base of, is that space. If you had an erection, it would be behind your balls. You know that part that goes back and under? Feel that space and pull like the base, the very deepest, highest part of your erection that's closest to your body. Pull that part up into your waist. Can you sense that?
Sure can.
And release. Okay, so draw your perineum up into your waist. Can you draw it up a little higher into your kidneys? And release. The muscles don't go that high, but it's that sensation of going higher and higher and higher. There's so much more beyond the Kegel. Stay tuned.
Great, that's awesome. Great.
This is getting X-rated. He gets all nervous.
Hey, Julie, we were talking about Kegel exercises, and then you talked about the pelvic floor. What the hell's a pelvic floor?
Okay, put your hands like this. Your fingers together at the top and your thumbs together at the bottom.
Okay.
The webbing of your thumb, that's your sitting bones. Your butt bones,
That's what hurts when I fall.
maybe. Depends which way you fall, but yeah. And then your thumbs, where they're together, that point is your tailbone, way back here. That's where you fall snowboarding. And then your fingertips that are together on the top, that's your pubic